welcome to Sustainability Connect on Icon Radio. I'm your host, Wanjira Maganjo, and this is Sustainability Connect. And I'm really glad that we are still here at the second annual Circular Packaging Conference, Sustainable Packaging Conference, right here at Chamber event. And I'm super excited that my next guest is actually from Hako Industries. So he's going to introduce himself, tell us who he is and his role at Hako, and tell us all about their sustainability plan. So karibu sana to the show.
Thank you.
Karibu sana. So introduce yourself.
My name is Oscar Obonyo. I'm the Environment and Sustainability Manager for Hako Industries. And sustainability is a very exciting field because you don't have trained professionals for this. This is actually a space where you can thrive in regardless of whichever discipline you're coming from. Usually it's very simple. When you break down that concept, it comes down to people, planet, and profit. But you see nowadays, a lot of businesses are just purely focused on profit. That is what we are always taught back in school. But nowadays, you see that the consumption trends of the present generations are also more people-centric, and they're also looking for products that have what we call environmental neutrality. They do not damage natural resources, and also at the end of the value chain, they do not bring this wanton pollution to critical resources. That supports life, and that forms the bulk of our consumers. So how do businesses transition from the 1P to accommodate all 3Ps? There's something we call the triple planetary crisis. These are the three most significant ecological problems that are facing the globe today. It includes climate change, and then there is also pollution and waste, and then there is biodiversity loss. But you see, a lot of people in the manufacturing space, like us, are adversely hit by climate change and also pollution and waste. And pollution and waste mostly comes at the end of the value chain. So when we're talking about sustainability for us, we would primarily want to focus on circularity. That means that whatever resources we are using, whatever comes out at the end of the manufacturing line as waste, does not end up in rivers or at landfills. This is material that can actually be recycled and then incorporated back into our manufacturing process. For example, we do manufacture the plastic packaging for our bottles. So we were asking ourselves, what extra mile would we go to make sure that the plastic packaging that we are manufacturing, the waste that results from it, do not end up in landfills? And then the light bulb came. We could actually introduce online grinders there so that any excess plastics in terms of what we call sprues or offcuts, or even the packaging that does not meet quality to package product, instead of discarding that, we put them back into those grinders, they are shredded, and then they are fed back into the manufacturing process. So we are making bottles out of our own waste. And according to our production stats, 21% of our packaging is actually in-house recycled material. But you see, that does not end there, because once the packaging has packaged our product and then it goes to the market, there is then the problem of the post-consumer handling of that packaging material. If you are talking about our grandmothers back in the village, you know, they will take a hair product bottle. Once they're done using it, they might store salt or sugar inside. As for you, it will be different. You might just throw it into your dustbin, and then somebody will come and collect it, take it to a landfill. Another person may just come and haphazardly dispose it into a river. You know, when it goes to the river, what's the brand on the packaging? It's Hako. You get? So at the end of the... Exactly. And it ricochets back very badly on the business, because now we have to be very mindful of what we call the extended producer responsibility. That means that if you are taking your packaging with product out into the market, you again have to find a way of recovering that packaging from the ecosystem, linking it to a recycler or an upcycler so that it is properly utilized. But you see, now that is just the recycling bit of it. You have not effected circularity. Circularity is when this product is removed from the ecosystem, it is recycled, you can feed it back into your system. to utilize it further for production. For us, what we are doing at presently, there are those types of plastics that cannot be actively recycled to make packaging. So we have partnered with I'd call him a waste to energy innovator. They are called Progreen Innovations. They convert plastic, paper, and biomass into fuel. And this fuel is of such good quality, it's almost as if you're buying regular diesel and petrol. So it is that fuel that is made out of our plastic waste that we purchase to incorporate back into our manufacturing system. And to expand that circularity base, next year we are looking to roll out a take-back scheme, especially with supermarket outlets and then residential areas and also market areas, especially where there's a lot of salon setups. And then finally within schools. Because when you're talking about plastic pollution, there is this material that we use to make ruler. I don't know whether you've heard of the Hako school ruler. Yes, that one, that rigid one, yes. It's made of a material called general purpose polystyrene. That material is not easily accessible to recyclers, and it is also not, it does not create, what do we call it? It does not give you economic leverage if you're actually in the business of recycling. Therefore, it is difficult for recyclers to recover it and then put it into meaningful use. So now we want to roll out that project again next year with schools so that we are able to collect that ruler material from them. The pens they use is also made of GPPS material. So presently we are also recycling the Hako school ruler. The shade is a bit tinted because of that ink, but you see that is just to show the children out there, the other manufacturers out there, that this material can actually be recovered from the environment and it can be put to proper use. Yes.
Thank you so much. We have a lot to talk about, but now you need to come to the station.
All right.
So we look forward to seeing you, okay?
Uh-huh.
And I'm sure that today has been very successful for you.
Exactly. We have learned a lot. I mean, in the sustainability space, you really can't do anything. You just have to pick one thing and drive it. That's already a difference you'll be making. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can you look into the camera and tell the guys where to find your products?
You can find our products in every outlet, whether it's a supermarket, whether it's a shop, kiosk, mama mboga wauzi. Go there, buy them, promote sustainability, and be a champion for the perfection of nature and for the betterment of our communities' lives and livelihoods. Thank you.